exposing Dwayne's secrets and telling us about how he is secretly gay and has been cheating on her with several men. Well, Dwayne is now firing back and revealing some tea about Gabrielle, exposing her for allegedly putting hands on him. But that's not all, because he also had some more crazy tea to spill about her. Did he just expose Gabrielle for being a lesbian? You know, divorce, it's a matter of public record, and had like maybe 24 hours before someone found it at the courthouse, and it was a news item. Incredibly painful and difficult when it's a public thing. Okay, so it looks like Dwayne Wade is now finally speaking up against Gabrielle's embarrassing revelations, and as it turns out, he has quite a few accusations of his own, because he is now accusing Gabrielle of being the villain in their marriage and being abusive towards him. Girl, the stories he has to tell are quite shocking, and it just shows that not every relationship that we see on social media is as perfect as they make it seem. In case y'all have been out of the loop, child, just step back and let me spill the tea, because you know that nobody spills the tea good like me. Okay, so last week, we found out that Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade were having some major issues in their marriage, and things were so bad that Gabrielle was talking to some divorce attorneys and trying to figure out how to move on with their marriage or end things. It turns out that a major reason for their issues was the fact that Dwayne can't keep it in his pants and keeps slinging it around Hollywood for everyone who wants a bite. As bad as it sounds, him cheating on her is nothing new, because he's been doing that for the entire relationship right from when they started dating. One of his numerous side pieces spilled the tea back then, saying, "I too had my situation with Dwayne. Can't lie, he is great in bed, but I definitely would not take him seriously the way Gabrielle does. He sleeps with and flies these out all the time. They like to act like they are Michelle and Barack, when in reality, things are not what they seem." She continued, "Every time some type of gossip comes out, they have to make an appearance to show the media how real they are. He's involved with many girls, and that's to say the least. And everyone that deals with him knows this. Either Gabrielle knows this and doesn't care, or she is playing dumb," which I find hard to believe. Well, it turns out that Dwayne wasn't just slinging it to women, because he was allegedly doing it with men too. Listen, D-Wade did not discriminate about who caught what he was slinging around, because he gave it to men just as much as he gave it to the women. Now, whispers about Dwayne's secretive gay encounters had been circulating for a while, and they've only been getting stronger and stronger by the years, but people haven't really been paying much attention to it. I mean, he has been married to 2 women, and he even had a baby on Gabrielle, so surely that must count for something, right? Well, it seems people now believe that he has only been using the women as a beard to hide his real sexuality, because he doesn't want to risk his secret getting exposed. I mean, how many gay men do y'all know at the top of the NBA? Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, back to the topic of the break baby. People believe that the entire reason that Dwayne had a child so soon after the breakup is that he was trying to convince Gabrielle to take him back. I know that the idea of having a baby to convince someone to come back is wild, but stay with me, y'all, because I'm gonna make it make sense. See, insiders are claiming that the reason they broke up in the first place is that Gabrielle had some very strong suspicions that Dwayne was on the DL, and she was done being his cover. So Dwayne hooked up with his longtime girlfriend, Asia Matoyer, and got her pregnant in a few months, and Gabrielle took him back after that. At first, that didn't make a lot of sense, because why on earth would she take him back almost immediately after the baby? Yeah, the math ain't mathing on that one, but like the insider said, Dwayne had the baby to convince Gabrielle that he wasn't gay, and once she had her supposed proof, she took him back. She also spoke about the hurt in an interview where she said, "It should go without saying that we were not in a good place at the time that child was conceived, but we were doing much better when he finally told me about the pregnancy. To say I was devastated is to pick a word on a low shelf for convenience. There are people, strangers I will never meet, who have been upset that I have not previously talked about that trauma. I have not had words, and even after untold moments of therapy, I am not sure I have them now." Well, it turns out that the reason they weren't in a good place was because she found out that her man had allegedly been hooking up with men and women. But when he had the baby, she changed her mind. Well, this explains why she and Dwayne never seem to acknowledge the existence of his other son, Xavier, and they love to pretend like he doesn't exist. I mean, have y'all ever wondered why on earth Dwayne is father of the year to his other 3 kids, but the only time Xavier probably sees him is on TV or Instagram? Yeah, that's because the boy was allegedly just a tool, and he doesn't add to the perfect image of the perfect family that Gabrielle and Dwayne wanted. But if you think this is bad, well, it's worse, because apart from the whole gay drama, there was still a lot of crazy stuff going on in the marriage, like how they split all the bills equally. Fans started to give them the side eye when Gabrielle spilled the beans in an interview, revealing that they split the bills right down the middle, a straight up 50-50 split. Or just say I'm head of household, because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, you better work, well, you must sleep in.